What is up, Bradford Bass family? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that I personally have never talked about before on the channel, and that's my opinions and my thoughts on live sonar or livescope or activetarget, whatever it is you want to call it. That's what we're going to talk about. It's kind of dominated the bass fishing industry the last couple years, and it's kind of a hot topic. It's something that either you're on one side of the fence or you're on the other side of the fence. Either you love it or you hate it. You know, so I want to give my opinion on it, and that way you guys can just kind of understand where I'm coming from with it, because I have had questions about it before on what my thoughts are. So getting into this, first thing I want to say is I do not have this technology on my boat. Why do I not have this technology on my boat? Well, one is I just don't want it on my boat, okay? And we're going to talk about that a little bit further in this video, why. But it's not because it's expensive. Yes, it's expensive, don't get me wrong. But if I truly wanted it on my boat, I'd have it on my boat, okay? I'd find a way to come up with the money to put it on my boat. I don't have it on my boat out of choice. The second thing, and kind of leading this whole topic off, is I kind of put this into one blanket statement, okay? And this is what it always comes back to for me. Having this technology will help you catch more bass. That's for sure. That's a fact. Having this technology will not make you a better bass angler. That's also true, and that's a fact. Understand what I said there. You will catch more bass using this technology, but this technology will not make you a better bass fisherman. Guys, I've been fishing for a long time. Since I was very young. You know, I was 6, 7, 8 years old. I started bass fishing with my dad. I've learned a lot over the years. Am I a professional? Hell no. Not even close. There's millions of people that are better anglers than I am. But I've learned a lot over the years, and I take pride in the process of learning. And the way I look at bass fishing, and when I say bass fisherman, I look at that like an art form, okay? I look at becoming a bass fisherman the same way as if somebody's studying a martial art, you know, karate or jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or boxing or whatever it may be. You know, you start off not knowing much and you work your way up to try to becoming a black belt, essentially. It's a craft. That's how I view bass fishing, okay? I enjoy catching bass as much as anybody out there. I really do. But what I enjoy about bass fishing the most is the hunt of finding the fish. Figuring out what the fish is doing, when the fish is doing it, and why that fish is doing it is what I enjoy the most. That's the part of fishing that I'm addicted to. Yes, catching the bass is awesome, but finding the fish and figuring out the fish is really important to me. That is pretty much the main reason why I do not have this technology. Okay, and do I think that if you have this technology that you're just some low-life person or whatever? Absolutely not. I could care less that someone has it on their boat. And I think if you're somebody that's fishing in tournaments, I understand fully why you would have this technology on your boat. Or if you're not fishing tournaments even. But especially when it comes to the tournament, guys, because you have to have that technology to compete. You can say that you can compete without it, and I'm not saying there's not some fisheries that you can't, but the guys that truly have mastered this technology are going to continue to dominate it. And if you want to keep up with that and you want to still be competitive on a tournament level, you have to learn this. You have to. You know, so I understand why a lot of tournament fishermen have this technology. Now, I also believe if you ask a lot of tournament guys, and I'm talking even the best bass fishermen in the world, I bet you if you ask them, are you okay if let's just say, for example, Bassmaster said we're gonna ban all live sonar in our tournament trail. I promise you, ain't a single one of those anglers going to say much about it at all. You know, at the end of the day, I think most true blue blood bass fishermen enjoy fishing. but they have to use this technology to stay with the times. So I understand why so many people have this. And not even just on a tournament level, like I said, even just recreationally, you know, there's a lot of people out there putting a lot of food on their table when it comes to this technology. You know, and I'm not even just talking about bass fishing. I'm talking about guys that are fishing for walleye, guys that are fishing for crappie, whatever it is. I promise you, this technology has changed a lot of people's lives. Like I said, I personally don't care with whether a person uses it or not. I don't care, because the reason I bass fish is because I enjoy learning and I enjoy getting better. That's why I bass fish. It is. It truly is. Now, if I fished a lot of tournaments, I would probably have one on my boat. I'm not going to lie. And I would like to try one out at some point in time, because I just think it's a really cool technology, and we're just in the very infant stages of it. It's going to just continue to get better and better and better. I would like to try it out, but I really have no desire to spend money on it, and I just don't. And I probably won't, because I enjoy the art of bass fishing and the art of becoming a better angler. And that's what's important to me. So whether you're someone that loves it, whether you're someone that hates it, I kind of just fall in the middle. I could really care less whether someone uses it or they don't use it. There's guys on YouTube that are determined to get it outlawed. And that's fine. And if that's your prerogative, that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's not me. You know, I stay in my lane. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to fish how I want to fish, because I'm not fishing for money. I'm not fishing for a living. I'm fishing for my enjoyment. Okay? That's why I fish. I fish to challenge myself to be better, and that's why I fish. Now, ultimately, is this technology going to make the fisheries that we fish worse? Probably. I mean, probably. But I also believe when that time comes and the fishing gets even harder, you know, you're going to have to figure out how to do other things besides watch the screen, right? You're going to have to know where these bass could possibly be hiding at. You have to be able to look at the water temperature and what the weather was the night before or the day before, or what time of year it is, and just all your surroundings, all that kind of stuff. You're going to have to know that kind of stuff, because you have to know that stuff now on a lot of these fisheries because of just the overall pressure on them. But the way the livescope or live sonar game is going, I'm sure it's going to hurt fishing in the long run. I mean, I can only imagine. If you got people out there that are not really experienced anglers now getting this technology in their hands and going out there and catching a ton of fish, I mean, it's just going to hurt the lakes overall, especially guys that keep them. You know me, I'm all about catch and release, but if you're someone that wants to eat your catch, I don't care either. I mean, that's your choice. I mean, if it's in your limits of the law, you can do whatever you want to do. But you got guys that are going out there and they're limiting it out every single day with this technology. You know, I'm on some Facebook groups and just guys ice fishing with this technology. I saw a picture the other day. There was 10 guys in a group ice fishing. All 10 of them caught a limit of sawguy that day. I think 10 of those guys catching, was it 5? I think it was 5 or 6. It was over 50 sawguy. That was one day for one group of guys. Imagine that multiple days with all kinds of people all around the world. I mean, fishing is going to get hit hard. And I think probably ice fishing is what it affects the most. You go there, you auger yourself a hole, you drop this technology down in there. Oh, there ain't no fish down there. We'll go auger a hole somewhere else. Back in the day, you would auger a hole, you sit there with your damn bobber or whatever it is, and you're sitting there and you're just hoping something comes along. And then after a while, you realize, well, there ain't nothing here, so you move over to the next hole. But you couldn't do it as quickly. You know, you had to find out the hard way that there wasn't a fish there. So, and I know I'm kind of rambling along here, but that's just kind of how I feel about the whole thing. Like I said, I don't care whether you have it or you don't have it. I'm not going to look at someone any differently, because everybody fishes for a different reason. Everybody has a different purpose when it comes to fishing. Some people just want to go out and fish for relaxation. Some people just want to go out and spend time with family. Some people want to go out there and make money off of it, make a living out of it. Some people want to go out there and challenge themselves, and that's the category I fall under. So everybody has a different reason. Everybody has a different want in life. So I'm just neutral on the whole thing. I just don't let it really affect me. There's some guys, like I said, in this world that it really affects their whole entire life, but I'm just not one of those people. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Everybody stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.